of why. The reason why you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself those questions, because if you can't do that, when someone brings it to you, you're not going to be very receptive. And so a part of dealing with the dark side of who we are as humans, because guess what? As humans, we all have a dark side. We all have pain from our past that maybe we haven't examined. Maybe we haven't. I, I was watching Pastor Mike and he said something that was so good. He talked about an autopsy. When someone dies, they have to do an autopsy. Are we examining our lives like that? We need to make sure we're doing an inventory of, well, why does that bother me? Well, why does that make me feel this certain way? One of the things I'm going to say about this generation is so different from our generation, because I'm 57. And for me, because again, my mom was very verbally abusive, and my mother called me a B on a regular basis, the B word. And for me, as calm as I have learned to be, I have grown to be this person. I have not always been this person. God is healing and transforming me into this person that's not reactionary. And I'm still quick with it, but I don't always say everything I think. And so in this generation, people call each other the B, like as an affectionate term. And for me, I realized that even in all these years, that is a trigger for me. That is something, it does something to my brain, and I have to, it's almost like an out of body experience where my flesh is like wants to react. But I've learned that if someone doesn't know what your triggers are, they're not trying to trigger you. They're not, it's not intentional. They all they did was take what was inside of you and made it come out. No one can make you do anything. So when I hear that word, I have to remind myself, they don't know. It's not. They didn't do that on purpose. They don't know me, so they don't know that. Now it's different when it's someone that knows you. But even still, there's no excuse to react in a way that is unbecoming to your character, your goals, and the vision you have for your life. Because if you react in a way that reflects the emotion that you have, then if that because an emotion can change, but your character is what defines you. And integrity is doing what's right when no one is watching. And integrity is, I'm responsible for how you treat me. I'm not responsible for how you treat me. And is that an easy lesson to learn and model and walk in? I will be honest with you, it is not. It is very challenging. It is very difficult. But at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to make sure that we are leaving a legacy, that we are showing people people Christ. Because what if I'm the only example of Christ that people are going to have? I don't want to be a bad one. I don't want to be a sorry one. I don't want to misrepresent him. But I do know that I'm human. And so therefore, I'm not talking about being saved means you're not human. No, you are human. And again, we're talking about emotional intelligence.